Okay, so hello guys. So this is going to be another example over how to actually subtract mixed numbers, right? So this time we have these two things going on: 2 and 1/3 minus 7 and 3/5. Now this is a little different than adding. You kind of have to be careful with how, with positives and negatives, right? So it still goes the same as adding. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna turn these two into improper fractions. So to do that, of course, I have 2 and 1/3, and I know that if I have A and B over C, right? So what I'm gonna do is basically just multiply A times C, so it's gonna be AC, and you're multiplying both of these, and then plus, and then we're gonna do plus B, right? Plus B, and then divide it all over, put it all over C, right? So that is what we're gonna do here. So we're gonna do kind of that exact same process, right? And when I have 2 and 1/3 here, I have 2 and 1/3, so like this, and I'm gonna go ahead and multiply these and then add. So I have, it's gonna be 2 times 3 plus 1 all over 3, right? So that is what this is, and then this is going to be the following: 6 plus 1 over 3, which just gives me 7 over 3, and that is what this one would be right here. Oops, that is what this one would be right here. That would be 7/3, right? So then we have 7/3. Oops. Sorry guys, 7/3. And then minus. And the other part we're gonna do, we're gonna turn 7 and 3/5 into an improper fraction as well. So we have this here. And so 7 and 3/5. So let's do the same idea here. 7 3/5. We're gonna go ahead and multiply. So it's gonna go like this: 7 and 3/5. So then we're gonna multiply these two. So we're gonna do 7 times 5. And then plus 3, so plus 3, because we always add afterwards, and then put it all over 5, right? So it's kind of the same process as adding, right? When it comes to turning into a mixed number, I'm sorry, an improper fraction, excuse me. So then we have 35, because right here this is 35, plus 3, and then on the bottom we just have a 5. So then we have 38 over 5, right? So this is what would go for the 7 and 3/5 part. So now this actually becomes, so 2 and 1/3 was 7/3. So 7/3 here, and then 7 and 3/5 was 38 over 5, right? So minus, it was 38 over 5. Now the idea is we need to get the common denominator. Now to do that, we have, and what I can do is I can do it vertically here. So we have minus 38 over 5 like this, and so the way that I would do it, and of course it really depends on you guys, there's A over B minus C over D. It's AD minus BC over BD. But if you don't know that rule, you can always just do it vertically, right? So if we do it vertically, we have, so the common denominator, obviously we need to get the common factors, or the common multiples of 3 and 5. So with 3, we just have 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. So then we have this here. And with 5, we have 5, 10, 15. And so we know that our common denominator has to be 15 for both of these. Now, the next part is we're going to say, well, how do I get from 3 to 15? How much do I multiply, right? So I do times 5, and what I do to the bottom, I do to the top. So times 5 on top and bottom, just 35 over 15. And similarly here, I'm going to do from 5 to 15, I have times 3. What I do to the bottom, I do to the top, times 3. So then 38 times 3, that's about 114. Now notice that now they have the same denominator, so we can just subtract right through. So 35 minus 114 all over 15. And if I do that, 114 minus 35, well, that's just going to be about negative, it's going to be 79, but it's going to be negative. So negative 79 over 15. And now the last part of this problem is to just turn this again into a mixed number. So to do that, we're just going to do 79 divided by 15. And we're going to turn it into a mixed number here. So times, it would be times 3. Actually, I'm sorry, no. It would be times 5, I think. Times 5. That gives me 75, and then we have divide by, we have left over 4. So then we always do this, and then this, and then this here. So then it would be the following: 5 and 4 over 15. And so we know that this would be our final answer for this problem. Okay, guys, so if anybody has any questions, oh, and by the way, actually, I'm sorry, it would be negative, right? So we remember that we had a negative like that, because our answer at the very end was negative. So this is actually what it would be here. So this would be our answer. Okay, guys? So if anybody does have any questions over this one, please let me know. And also, please like, comment, and or subscribe. And thank you so much for watching, guys. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye, guys.